Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 54 of my Agrarian Skies Hardcore Quest Let's Play. This game pack by Jadedcat is available on the Feed the Beast launcher. So, first things first, let's talk texture pack. I set up that texture pack poll a little while ago, and things got a little hinky with it. Honestly, I'm feeling that the poll was mostly a learning experience and a bit of a mistake. I don't feel that I can really trust the results of straw poll because I saw too many times that the votes would jump up by gargantuan chunks all at once. I saw one particular case where all of a sudden the Sortex texture pack gained over 100 votes in less than 5 seconds. That seems not right to me, and I'm not sure if I can trust the results. Regardless, even counting all of those results in, Sortex was not able to garner the majority vote that I was looking for to use something that far off from vanilla, and I'm going to make a bit of an executive decision that even though Sortex technically won with about 48% of the vote versus the 44% that this Faithful pack received, I'm going to continue using the Faithful pack because all of the textures are easily identifiable as their vanilla counterparts, and it looks a little bit better than vanilla does to my eyes. So, sorry folks, I apologize about the poll. I'm sorry that things didn't work out quite as planned, and now I'm not 100% certain what to do in the future as far as texture pack, as far as polls in general go. I was planning on a mod pack poll at the end of this series to help decide which pack I check into next, but after seeing the way that the texture pack poll went, I'm kind of wary of doing that. So how about you let me know in the comments below what you think of the way the poll went and the kind of strange hinkiness that happened with it, and also what you think of the idea of trying to decide by group decision what the next mod pack is going to be, or if I should just say whatever, forget the poll, and pick out whichever one that I am most excited to play, which right now there's 2 of them on the list, and I was going to select one more out of about 5 others, which were going to be on the poll. And I'm not going to say which ones. Well, everyone knows that Blood and Bones was on the list. That's one that I've mentioned a few times as a potential for the shortlist. So yeah, tell me what you think about the whole issue of polling the audience. So let's get started on something a little bit more fun and a little less likely to cause giant internet arguments. Well, maybe not actually less likely. I am talking about bee questing here, and bees seem to be pretty controversial. So, last bit of the Bees and Trees quest line. I need to get the comb collection quest complete, and that requires these 5 combs and these 3 drops. 4 of the combs come from bees that I've already showcased. The intellect drops and soul combs both come from soul bees. Occult combs come from arcane bees. Dripping combs come from noble, majestic, or imperial bees, and the silky combs come from leporine bees. Molten combs, carbon drops, and destabilized drops, for all of those I'm going to need infernal bees. And the way that I'm going to need to get infernal bees is I'm going to need to go to the Nether and set up my hives, the scented artificial hives. Yeah, that's going to be a fun time. However, I need to go back there anyway because it looks like my Nether the ender quarry has stopped. If I take a look at my netherrack supply, it is no longer moving anywhere. So it's time to go see what I can see out of that. And also it's time to take a look at my soul sand. Yeah, I only collected 3,579 soul sand so far. So that's not very good. I'm glad I got the soul bees running because that 634 soulful wax and, I have a whole pile of soul combs. I bet in fact, if I take a look at combs, yeah, my whole system is backlogging in combs. I'm going to need to set up more centrifuges. In fact, I'm going to do that right now off camera because I literally have thousands of these things. Back in a moment. Alright, got the centrifuges set up so that they will keep working and keep my comb population down to something more manageable. Now, I want to show you something that I've been working on. So, as you can see, I've got a handful of blood magic rituals set up around the place. I figure you guys have seen me build rituals before, this wasn't that big of a deal, and you've seen me create alchemy recipes before. That's all the Awakened Activation Crystal is. Handful of reagents, which I already had, the weak activation crystal, and a demon blood shard in the alchemic chemistry set. So what these rituals do, these are the Reverence of the Condor ritual, which uses this collection of stones right here. Quite a few ritual stones in total. And if you notice my flight buff over there, I'm not actually using a flight potion right now. The Reverence of the Condor allows me to fly around without the use of any potion, which is pretty fantastic. So I no longer need a potion when I am flying around at home. Oh, hey, I forgot to pick up these hives. That's okay. So, this is pretty fun. My plans for the day. I'm going to get this set up. I'm going to get all of the hives and everything ready to go into the Nether and collect myself some more of the, well, to collect any of the infernal bees. I'm trying to refill my LP network up. You can see the villagers trying to escape up there. I have, I think, 4 or 5 million back in the system by now. I'm up to 7 again. Every single one of these Ritual of the Condors required a full 1,000,000 LP. So, yeah, that hurts a bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go get everything together that I need to go make myself some nether bees. Back soon. Now, one thing you might have noted, I have a bunch of trees set up in the middle of everything here with some bees with civ upgrades in the middle of them. Well, one, that's because they're quantum bees and they're providing me with lots and lots of certus. 2, that's because I have a couple more useful trees, or at least one useful tree in particular that I'm still looking for. And to get that useful tree, I need some certain pollen. I'm looking for the sweet chestnut tree. And sweet chestnut is created by combining either walnut with hill cherry or walnut with silver lime. And walnut is created by combining silver lime with hill cherry. So, I have myself some hill cherry and some silver lime. And to make hill cherry, I combine silver lime with either apple oak or silver birch. So I'm going to grab myself a sapling. This will be the last time I show you how to do a tree breeding. This is just, I wanted to show you a quick from the beginning kind of thing. Alright, 1 silver birch. I'm going to use the advanced mutatron. Put in the silver birch, put in the silver lime, take out, oh, that's not quite right. What am I doing here? No, this will work. I can get the hill cherry sapling this way. And then I just need to put the hill cherry pollen back and grab more silver lime pollen. And this gets me 1 hill cherry sapling, which I probably should go get a bunch more saplings for, but whatever. Grab a common walnut sapling out of that. Oh, I do need that hill cherry pollen, don't I? That was silly. And then the common walnut sapling with a hill cherry pollen gets me a sweet chestnut sapling. So yeah, if you've ever done tree breeding before and gotten yourself to chestnuts, you know that what I just did was basically 3 or 4 days worth of work in about 37 seconds. Yeah, I like Gendistry. It's good stuff. Alright. So why did I want chestnut? Well, I want a chestnut because I want more seed oil. Oh wait, isn't chestnut one of those 3x3 trees? Chestnut 2x2. So I'm going to go make myself 2 more of these sweet chestnut saplings in the exact same way, and I'll be back once I have them. Here we go then. I got my 2x2 of sweet chestnuts, and I'm going to bone meal them. I don't remember which one needs bone mealing to make the whole thing grow, so I'm just going to kind of spread it around. There we go. So chestnut wood is some of my favorite looking wood. If I break off a block here, I just really enjoy the particular color of this stuff, especially when made into planks. I don't know why. I mean, it's very close to oak, but it's slightly different, and I like it. I like it a lot. So, axe that. Now, you might be wondering, why chestnuts? Well, chestnuts produce exactly that. I think that I need to give these some time to ripen. But once they do, when I break the leaves, these chestnuts will drop, and each chestnut will be worth almost 1/4 of a bucket of seed oil. Here we go. As you can see, in a squeezer, 0.22 seed oil. And they can also be composted. only 8 chestnuts required to make a block of dirt. So I'm going to be letting this slowly expand from my one tree here into quite a farm worth of chestnuts eventually. In fact, once all of the... I've basically shut these farms down. They're no longer putting saplings in. So once one of these actually empties out entirely, I might reset it with chestnuts just to see if Mine Factory Reloaded can handle the forestry type. But I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to experiment on camera. So that's all just to make sure that I always have lots and lots of seed oil for my artificial hives, because I will need more bees in the long run. And I only have 8 more hives, and I'm completely out of seed oil. Now, what are my plans for the Nether, you might wonder? I plan to take my bound shovel in there and collect all of the dirt that I've been working on. However, part of the issue with that is I'm going to need to be able to swap back and forth between here and where I'm going pretty quickly. Luckily, Warp Book is going to do that for me. And I'm going to keep a sword on my bar. And you know what? I want a better AoE weapon. I want to be able to kill everything in the Nether. I'm tired of needing to run away from hellfish and let them despawn. It's time for me to win those fights. To make that happen, I'm going to need a couple of diamond and a nether star. And I'm going to take those diamond and that nether star, and I'm going to grab an alchemical reagent. Crepitos? Sure, why not? And that's made with some gunpowder, some cobblestone, simple catalyst, in an alchemic chemistry set. 2 of these. If I combine the energy blaster with 2 crepitos, 2 diamond, and 1 nether star, and I actually set everything up in the proper order, and I'm not terrible in failing. Hang on just a second. What's going on here? Oh, I forgot the weak blood shard. It's always something, isn't it? So, let's try that one more time. Let's try it. You know what? This is just typical of today. I started the day off with alternate plans. Hang on, now I'm really confused. This is a simple case of actually looking at the recipes. It no longer uses the nether star. I'm not sure if it ever did or if I was imagining that. Instead, it uses the Archmage's blood orb and creates me an energy bazooka. Now, the energy bazooka is kind of crazy. It is a bound item, like most others, and it is used in a very similar manner. It does nothing until I shift and right click to activate it. But I'm not going to fire that thing off here because, well, I won't tell you why. I'm going to show you what's so good about the energy bazooka. I'm going to take the bound shovel and the bound pickaxe with me, and we'll put the flux infused sword on the bar. Everything else is going into the yellow bag. Well, everything else that fits in the yellow bag. And most stuff is getting deposited into the inventory. Oh, you know what? I need to hang on to my remote order guy, the access terminal. I might as well hang on to my breakfasts. And while I'm at it, I might as well also order more breakfast because I'm running low. You. Get started. Make me the food stuff. Oh, and I forgot my scoop. You know, I'm going to the Nether for bees. I should probably bring my bee stuff. This is why they don't put me in charge of things. Alright, Warp Book to the quarry. Hopefully we have a giant mess full of silverfish here again that I can show you why I wanted this energy bazooka. And I'm going to need... Oh, here they are. Haha! Energy bazooka is awesome. Alright, where are you at, silverfish? Whoa. I don't know what just happened. I can't even see. This is fun. Still can barely see. That's okay. Thanks to my super awesome armor, I am alive. Alright, time to gather some dirt. Well, that had gathered a lot less dirt than I expected it to. Apparently it won't gather below the level I'm standing on. That's kind of useful. Stops me from accidentally falling into the everything. Explosions. Ah, I love the energy bazooka. Alright, I am out of space. Time to warp back home. And time to deposit all that dirt. So that's going to be what I'm going to be doing for the next little while. I'm going to be warping to the Nether, killing a bunch of things, putting a bunch of dirt into my system, and warping back and forth. So once I have things cleaned out and everything's in a little bit more of a manageable state in the Nether, I will be back. Alrighty, so cleaning all of this out by hand, taking a little bit longer than I thought it might. So I'm going to set up a better system for that. That's going to help me out, make it a little bit more automated between episodes. For now, I just dug a hole, which goes kind of all the way down to the bottom of the Nether from the top of the Nether. And then I just dug more of a hole out into the middle of this area, so I'd have somewhere to set up these scented artificial hives. And I'm going to see if any of these turn into the proper Nether hives that I'm looking for. Now, it's entirely possible if I just go bouncing around the Nether that I can find some of these hives, but it's no guarantee. This is a small probability that will eventually pay off in a guarantee, because I can just keep setting the hives back up. So I'm going to let them process, and once they are ready, I'll be back. Alright, there's one Infernal Hive from Magic Bees. Fantastic. Infernal Princess, Infernal Drone. I'm going to go put these through the Gendistry system and process these bees until they are a bearish shell of their former selves. And then I'm going to put them to work producing what I need to finish off that quest. Once I have all of the proper bees in place, I'll give you a quick shot of that, and then I'll probably let that run between episodes. And that will wrap us up for the evening. But we'll see. Maybe I'll come across something interesting to do. Back soon. Okay, I have the last 3 species of bees set up that I needed. My carbon queens, well, my carbon bees, my infernal bees, and my destabilized bees. Destabilized bees are made from spiteful and, well, first of all, it all starts with the infernal bees, which are combined with the eldritch bees to get hateful, which are then combined back with the infernals to get the spiteful. And I believe that's the only use for the hateful bee. Let's double check. You can also make smoldering out of them, which I did not go that route. The spiteful bees, when combined with stainum bees, get you carbon. We'll go over those in just a moment. And industrious bees get the destabilized. And you remember the industrious bees from one of the very first bee episodes I did. Stainum bees are created from industrious and forest. And what stainum bees do is they have a really neat chance to produce extra tin nuggets. 20% chance. So you can actually set up your entire ore generation system from various bees if you want to. They're going to work for me, produce a whole bunch of the relevant items that I need. And once I have enough of everything, I'm still getting everything configured, I'll be able to hand in that magic bee quest. I mean, that final bee quest. Unfortunately, that is going to need to wait for next time, as I am out of time for today. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a thumbs up and tell me what I did right. If you have not, please leave a thumbs down. Tell me what I did wrong. Next time, I'm going to be grabbing down the chestnuts out of this tree, which, those are different colors, right? I can't quite tell. Next time. And I'm also going to be moving into some automated dirt collection for that area that I've been ender quarrying. And I'll probably set up the ender quarry again somewhere else between episodes, because while I have somewhere around 200,000 dirt waiting there for me, I need about 3 times that before I'm going to be able to complete the dirt quest. See you next time.